going to talk about nouns, regular and irregular plural nouns. So we have here the first rule is that the plural of most common is formed by adding final s. So we have, for example, songs and floors. Final es is added to the noun that ends in sh, ch, s, z, and x. For example, watch goes with watches. Bus goes with buses. The plural of words that end in a consonant y is spelled ies. For example, cries. Here we have cry, we'll go with cries. There is some exceptions, for example, toys. Toys, we cannot change it adding ies. It's just with an s in the end. The nouns in D have regular plural form that do or do not end in s. For example, woman, woman, foot, feet, tooth, teeth. Some nouns that end in o add es to the form to the plural. So we have echo will be echoes, potato, potatoes. For some nouns that end in for or ef are changed to ves to form the plural. For example, calf, calves, knife, knives, thief, thieves, life, lives. Some nouns that end in f simply add s to form the plural. For example, sheaf, sheaves, roof, roofs, cliff, cliffs. Some nouns that have the same regular and plural form. For example, one deer, two deer. There is no change over there. One series, two series. One sheep, two sheep. Some nouns that English has borrowed from another language have foreign plurals. For example, criterion, criteria, datum, data, crisis, crisis. I'm going to talk about nouns as an adjectives. When we use a noun as an adjective, it is in a singular form. For example, it's incorrect to say vegetables soup. So, for example, the soup has vegetables in it. It is a vegetable soup. The building has offices in it. It is an office building. When a noun is used to modify, it is combined with a number of expressions. The noun is singular and hyphen is used. For example, the test lasts 2 hours. It was a 2-hour test. We use here the hyphen. Her son is 5 years old. She has a 5-year-old son. Possessive nouns. To express possession, the idea of belonging to someone or something, add apostrophe and s to a single noun. The girl's coat is in the closet. Tom's coat. Note, if a regular noun ends in s, there is 2 possible forms. So, for Thomas, we can use Thomas, just apostrophe s, double s, or Thomas, just the apostrophe, coat. And add only apostrophe to plurals, nouns that ends in s. Add an apostrophe and s to the plural nouns that do not end in s. The girls' coats are in the closet. The men's coats are in the closet. Their wives' coats. These are the 2 options so we can use it. Here we have more about expressing possessions. So S is generally used to express possessions for the following. For example, my brother's house, my bird's feathers, Canada's borders. Of is often used to show possession for non-living things. For example, the cover of the book, the start of the race, the owner of the company. Expressing of time do not generally take off. For example, today's schedule, this month's pay, last week's announcement. When country is combined with people to show possession, the preposition from or in are used. For example, people from my country, people in my country. Here we have, as is indicated, a business or residence. So I will be at the doctor's. I was at my accountan's. I'm staying at my cousin's. This is like supposition. We are supposing that I'm saying I'm staying at my cousin's house. Here we have counts and non-counts. In the singular, we have a chair, one dog, one chair. For plural, two chairs, some chairs, two ideas. Here, for the counts, may be preceded by an a or an or other in the singular. Takes a final s in the plural, like here. For non-countables, that are those ones, is not immediately preceded by an a or an, or one has no plural form, so does not add a final s or es. Non-count nouns. Many non-count nouns refer to a whole that it's made up for different parts. For example, furniture represents a whole group of things that is made up for a singular but separate items. For example, I bought some chairs, tables, and desks. In other words, I bought some furnitures. It's another way to say it. Sugar and coffee represent whole masses made up of individual part articles or elements. For example, I put some sugar in my coffee. Many non-count nouns are abstractions. For example, I wish you luck. A phenomenon of nature, such as sunshine, is used as non-count noun. Sunshine is warm and cheerful. Many nouns can be used as either non-counts or count nouns, but the meaning is different. For example, hair and light. For non-counts, Anne has brown hair. Count, Tom has hair on his jacket. It's two different meanings. And for light, non-count, I open the pointers to left in some light. For count, do not forget to turn off the light before you go to bed. Here I'm going to talk about some common non-count nouns. This topic is very wide, so there is no other option for us to learn the list of the non-count nouns that it's extensive. So this list is an example of nouns that are commonly used as a non-count nouns. Many of them nouns can also be used as a non-count nouns. For example, we have whole group made up of similar items. For example, baggage, clothing, equipment, food, junk, jewelry, mail. There is a lot of words that we need to learn. As well, we have the category of fluids. For example, water, coffee, milk, oil, gasoline, blood. For solids, we have ice, bread, butter, silver, gas, paper, cotton. There is a lot of words here. This is not all. As well, gases, air, oxygen, smoke, pollution, particles. We have rice, corn, flour, gas, herb, salt, sugar. There is a lot of words that we need to learn for this topic. This topic is expressions of quantity used with count and non-count nouns. We have the expression of quantity. So we have one, each, every, two, both, a couple of, a little, much, a great deal of, no, hardly any, some, any, a lot of, a lot of. We have here use with count nouns. So for this part we have one apple, each apple, every apple. Two apples, both apples, a couple of apples, instead of two, both, or a couple of. We are like bounding the options. And as well, no apples, hardly any apples, some, any of apples. So we are using the option that we have here with this one. We are putting it together as well with this one. Use with any count of nouns. An expression of quantity may precede a noun. Some expressions of quantity are used only with count nouns. This text will go with this option, one, each and every, and two, both, and a couple of. Go with both. And as well, a little rice, much rice, a great deal of rice. No rice, hardly any rice, some, any of rice. And as well, we have some are used with both counts and non-count nouns. In spoken English, much and many are used in questions and negatives. For affirmative statements, a lot of is preferred. Using a few and few and a little and little. So a few and few are used with a plural count nouns. A little and little are used with the non-count nouns as well. So count, we sang a few songs. Non-counts, we listen to a little music. A few and a little are give a positive idea. They indicate that something exists and present. She has here only 2 weeks, but she has already made a few friends. In a positive idea, she has made some friends. I am very pleasured if being able to save a little money this month. We have here singular expressions of quantity. We are going to talk about one, each, and every. So one, each, and every are followed immediately by the singular count noun. Never plural nouns, never non-count nouns. For example, one student was late to class. Each student has a schedule. Every student has a schedule. One of, each of, and every one of are followed by a specific plural count nouns. Never singular nouns, never count nouns. One of the students was late to class. Each of the students has a schedule. Every one of the students has a singular schedule. In expressions of quantity. So some expressions of quantity always includes of. For example, 50% off, 3/4 off, hundreds off. A number of movies came out today. A number of movies are available online. None of my friends are available to watch a movie with me today. In the following expressions, of is optional. One, two, etc. Each of, much of, many of. We can use it or not. That's fine. Many movies are available for free. Many of the movies are available for free. Most of the movies want awards. One of those movies is really funny. Every and no are never used with of. So every movie had a review. No movies is perfect.